Hello, Lego lovers. This is Elle, and this is a 2021 Disney Princess parts review. This is Cinderella's Royal Carriage, set number 43192, and it has about 237 pieces, so kind of a small piece count for the $40 in the US it retails for, but there's some interesting stuff in here, so let's get into it. So first up, let's take a look at these stickers. So as you can see, there's not very many. We have 4 that are very similar, and they have kind of a sparkly kind of flourish of flowers and stuff, which is pretty nice. We have a little bed or cushion double kind of print there. And these, which are pretty cool, like Cinderella type crest. You can see that kind of fancy C there. So, what should we go into next? Because there's a lot. I'm going to go over the parts first, and then we will look at the figures. But this is bag 1, and only bag 1. So, there's quite a few white parts, but I would say nothing overly spectacular. There are quite a bit of these axle type connectors in white, which I don't see in white too often. So 4 of those is nice. We have some as I call them, under slopes, which are just kind of inverted regular slopes. Yeah, not a whole lot in the white. Once we get to the blue, though, it kind of goes a little different. First of all, we got some more of this kind of light blue, which I love. There's a whole pile of these 1x3 jumpers, effectively, but 2 studs. Just a really versatile part, and there's a lot of them in here. I don't know if we've seen it in this color before, perhaps, but not very much. So there's a whole 6 right there. Love that color of blue. Then also in this color of blue, we have a couple of these kind of bracket plate type bricks or whatnot, and there's 4 of those, which is fairly nice. And then also we have this Technic bit here. As you can see, it's kind of got a weird type of angle. You can see 2 places where you can kind of put half through, and then here you can put a full kind of pin through. So 4 of those in this nice blue. Don't think I've ever seen these before, and have not seen that part very often either. We got one of these flowers. Those are kind of common, kind of weird. We got some clips in a nice color. I don't like the regular blue that's like this, so seeing other varieties of blue and stuff is rather nice to see. Now there's some gray in here, some thin Technic, not too special I would say. 4 of these, quite a bit of those. They look kind of different, but I'm not sure if they are different. But just kind of another kind of Technic type brick. We got some pink. Not very much, but still just nice to see some dark pink. We got some brown, but again, not too exciting. Green. We do get one of these pumpkins, which is pretty cool. Those are starting to be quite a bit more common. Just good to see them putting that out a bit more. Another interesting thing we have here is a full gold treasure chest. Now, I believe this was in a Minecraft set, and perhaps, I'm not sure if it was in any other sets, but it is basically kind of in that pearl gold color. And it is a full treasure chest piece, standard as usual. We also got some of these in gold, which are nice if you can get them to build like this. You can get a lattice effect in there. And then more gold, we have pearl gold bars, not too special. We have a lot of these gold flourishes, as I call them. You got a bar there. I don't think you can put a bar in there, but just nice little detail type part in that nice gold. Quite a bit of them there, but not too rare. I think I've seen them before. We also, of course, get some of these transparent dark pink wands, and they look a little different because they almost, I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that a little more, but they almost look a little different. Not sure if I'm just seeing things or why, but we also have some prints. I don't remember seeing this, but it's basically her shoes, and this is just a 1x2 tile, kind of sparkly in clear there, and as you can see on the other side, you can't really tell, but just an interesting little printed piece. And we have a letter, and again, this letter even looks new too, so maybe they're updating their prints a little bit. One highlight, though, for me is this flame accessory in a dark pink transparent. As you can see, it's got accessory part there, and that can also clip onto bars. And 2 flames, but that's pretty common. Let's get into our figures first. Our last here. Here's the cape piece for the Godmother, and it's different. It's fairly thin, flimsy, and kind of has a different angle to it. So, same color on both sides, but that's what it is. And here we have her. So, this is a pretty nice figure. The face does kind of show age. You can kind of see that it has the, if I can zoom in a little better, kind of grayish eyebrows, I would say. Nice coloring for the bow. Let's take this off so we can kind of see more. Now, it does have an accessory hole on top, which is interesting and nice. But here we can see the print on the body. Very nice. I love the sparkling on there. Very nice little top there, very detailed. You got more sparkling, shiny, kind of like a vest overcoat and a nice big bow. And on the back, we have more of that silver lining that does continue on the top, but unfortunately the sparkle doesn't go around that big ball dress, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's how it is. So then we have our Cinderella. And I do really like her face this time around. I believe it's a little different. Otherwise, the outfit we've seen before, but I will say it is a nice outfit. I like how they kind of have that metallic blue, and you got some sparkles on it, and her standard hairpiece, and the back detail is just fantastic on the top, but there is no back lower dress detail, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, words are coming hard apparently. But we have some animals that are very interesting. So here we have 2 horses, and they are exactly the same, so I won't show them both, but this is what it is. I don't like that you can kind of see a divot in the legs, especially since those are very visible legs. Not a big fan of that. The blue on here is sparkly type of blue. The tail, as far as I can tell, doesn't come off. It's rubbery, and it does have some flex. And as you can see, you can put an accessory on top of it. And over here by the head, again, nice printing there and that sparkly. You can put an accessory on the side, and an accessory kind of where a horn would be. And looking at the other side, you'll notice the hair is a little different. So you can see here that the hair is kind of swept over to one side. So that's fairly interesting. But now the neck action, so it can go up and it can go down. So my one problem with this is it's kind of loose when you can kind of hear it. I don't really like that, but it is nice that it can move. It's just a different mechanism, I think, than they've used in previous horses. Yeah, overall, I like the color on that, though. And you get 2 of them in here, which is pretty nice. Now, normally these can be kind of expensive, but it's very interesting how they did these, like, magical horses. There's one other figure in here, and that is this little guy. So they actually changed up a mold for the mice from the movie, and as you can see, the face is fairly detailed. The nose isn't fully painted all the way underneath or anything, but I think that's fine. You can kind of see detail for a mouth there, and he's got the ears and a yellow shirt, so you can tell which one it is. They just kind of dabbled on some paint, it looks like. You can see tail detail, and it just sits on one little stud. So very, very interesting animals that they have in here, and I'm surprised they did this guy. Also, you can have an accessory on top. That hole looks so big on how little he is. I'm surprised they did a new mold for that, because before they were just using kind of the gerbil type mold, I think, to represent those guys. But yeah, that's all bag 1, and there's a lot in bag 1. I'm excited to check out bag 2 because I think there's some nice stuff in there too. So let's get into bag 2. Alright, here we are with bag number 2. As you can see, we have similar colors but different parts. First up, let's talk about these nice curves. kind of corner curves. 4 of them go together to make a nice curve. And as you can see, there is 8 in total. Nice to get, nice big part. We also get another big part back here. I believe this is an 8x8 kind of radar type dish. You can see the hole in there. 4 studs, 4 anti-studs. We also get 2 of these kind of airplane type parts. You can see they got Technic connections up there. Some studs with holes so you can put bars. Just 2 of these. And then there's quite a bit of white slopes, but nothing too special. Some more tiles and just kind of some other white parts. I don't know if I've seen this part in white. Gray and black a lot, but it's just kind of a ball tow cable they usually use it for. But probably the biggest thing is that there are 8 of these parts in there, the super brackets, as I'll call them, or bracket bricks. So as you can see, we have a normal brick connection, about 1x2 by 2, you could say, but it has studs on almost all of the sides. You got 4 there. Introduced in Mario. I'm glad to see it in other sets, and in this Disney Princess set, we have 8 of them in white. Just wow. I was really surprised. I did not expect that, just, you know, from the pictures on the box and some of the early stuff we've seen. Did not expect to see a bunch of those in here. To add to that, we have 2 of these kind of crazy weird brackets. I think they use them for vehicles usually. But yeah, 2 of those. Just an interesting, nice part that you can use for lots of different things. And then there's a swath of blue. We got some brackets, not too special. We got 2 of the light blue or royal blue. I don't know exactly what it is. But the Nexo Knight shields, excited to see those. Obviously, it's a nice color for Cinderella. Additionally, we have more of this awesome blue and this new part, which really was just in Minions. Yeah, but it's like a weird curve. It lines up with the tree pieces, those big tree type pieces that were in the Frozen sets, and some other pieces obviously it lines up with. But not only is it in this set, but there's 8 of them too. So it's a new part and you get a lot of them in this set. So we're really happy to see that. We have our princess wheels, as I'll call them. Not overly too special, but very ornate. They just look nice. But yeah, that's about all I can say about those. We do have a lot more gold. We have 2 of these like really big crown type things. You can put a bar connection there, clip. We got more gold here, but a lot of this I've seen before. These I haven't seen too much. The kind of awkward jumper. They use them a lot for modular buildings and stuff. So it's just a nice addition. Lots of gold in here. We got some transparent dark pink here. Again, nothing too special there. However, this, which is new for this wave, it's in some other sets too. You probably can't necessarily tell the best on camera, but this is in satin dark pink. You can kind of see how it's more reflective, almost glittery, shiny, and it's just in this kind of curve type design. Yeah, just a really nice, love getting more colors. I can't argue with that. Shades of pink, fantastic. Can't complain about that at all either. So overall, you also get some transparent windows, which are super common. So overall, this may seem like a light part-wise set, but you get 2 horses, you get another, and these are all like the new horses, the new mouse, lots of new parts, lots of recolors of parts. Yeah, it's a great set in my mind in parts, and it came out better than I initially thought it was, because when I saw just the outside, I was like, oh, there's going to be some good stuff in here. And it turned out to be a lot better, especially being surprised at finding those and a couple other things in here. But definitely going to do a review. It might be out depending on when you're watching this video. It may not be. But I will do a review of it all built up and everything. This is just the parts review. And I have to say I'm fairly happy with the parts. $40 is a little bit expensive. But there's a lot of nice new stuff in here, I'll say. So that's all I got to say about this set. I just want to say it was a great set parts-wise. Excited to build it up and see how it looks and see more parts from the new sets and everything like that. So thanks again for watching. If you made it to the end, I appreciate it, and hopefully you'll check out one of my other videos.